Bita, although enjoyed her life as a human, missed the ocean bliss, and one night, while the palace slept, Binta walked to the ocean depths, and the closer she got, the more drawn she was to the ocean. So she got so close to the ocean and she heard it called her name. And without thinking, she jumped in. A long time ago, in the depth of West African coast, where the sun's ray painted the ocean in hues of gold and blue, lived a young mermaid named Binta. Her emerald tail shimmered as she swam through the bustling underwater kingdom of Aqualadia, a realm teeming with life, from the majestic mermaid creatures to the tiny water creatures. Bita was no ordinary mermaid. While her peers were content with the daily routine of their aquatic life, Binta's heart was filled with an unsatiable curiosity. Her grandmother noticed how curious Binta was from birth, and every chance she got, she would warn her against the impending danger in the Forbidden Zone. The Forbidden Zone is a dark and mysterious part of the ocean where even the bravest mermaid dare not venture. But Binta's adventurous spirit could not be tamed. One day, as she explored the fringe of the Forbidden Zone, she discovered a particular object half buried in the sand. It was a beautifully crafted mirror, unlike anything she has ever seen. Intrigued, Binta picked it up, unaware that this discovery would change her life forever. Binta's fascination with the mirror grew daily. One night, driven by an irresistible urge, she decided to venture to the ocean's surface, a place she had once heard about in legends. As she broke through the wave, she gasped at the sight of the vast starlight sky and the sheer light of the human world in the distance. Her heart raced with excitement and fear. Suddenly, she heard a cry for help, and through the mirror, she saw a ship caught in a violent storm being tossed like a toy. Without hesitation, Binta swam towards the wreckage and found the young man clinging to a piece of wood. She pulled him to safety, struggling against the fierce waves. As the storm subsided, Binta brought the unconscious man to the shore. She stayed by his side, enticed by his strange yet captivating appearance. When dawn broke, she had to return to the sea, but not before placing the mirror beside him as a token of gratitude for making her meet a human. Words of Binta's heroic acts spread through Aqualadia, reaching even the ears of the sea witch Amafura, known for her cunning and powers. Binta's grandmother, fearing the worst, imprisoned Binta in her room and forbade her from swimming out till she grants her permission. Amafura, having curiously searched for Binta, soon found her locked in her room and quickly offered Bita a chance to explore the human world and meet the man she saved. And Amafura cajoled how to escape her grandmother's watchful eyes. But the offer came with a steep price. Bita had to give up her voice and succeed in making the man fall in love with her within a month, or she would turn into sea foam. With a flick of her tail and a swime of magic, Amafura took her away from the watchful eyes of her grandmother and transformed her into a human who was washed as Saul near the human kingdom. Binta woke up on the beach, her tail replaced by legs. She marveled at her new form but soon realized the challenges ahead. She wandered into the nearby village, where she was met with curious and skeptical glances. Her inability to speak made communication difficult, but her expressive eyes and kind domain won over the villagers. The young man she saved, Prince Kuda, found her wandering near the castle. Recognizing her from the night of the storm and intrigued by the mirror she left behind, he took her in, but felt she looked somehow different from the night he first saw her. Notwithstanding, Kuda held his tongue and never mentioned this to Binta. Binta's presence brought warmth and joy to the castle, but not everyone was pleased. Ojo, Kuda's intended fiancé, had a strange feeling about Binta. The girl who could not speak yet captivated everyone's heart with the look in her eyes. Binta was a threat to her and she promised to send her back to wherever she came
mylife.com.
from. Binta, although enjoyed her life as a human, missed the ocean breeze. And one night, while the palace slept, Binta walked to the ocean depths, and the closer she got, the more drawn she was to the ocean. So, she got so close to the ocean and she heard it. It called her name, and without thinking, she jumped in. Meanwhile, Ojo, who had been keeping a watchful eyes on Binta, saw her sneaking out of the palace that night. She followed her closely and saw when Binta's skin changed to that of a fish. Ojo was surprised because she had never seen anything like she saw that night. So, she vowed to expose Binta's true nature. The grand festival where Kuda was to choose his bride approached. Binta, with her silent charm, grew closer to Kuda. They spent time together, and despite the lack of words, a deep bond formed between them. Binta's gentle nature and selflessness shone through, winning the hearts of many in the kingdom. Ojo, however, was relentless. She attempted to unveil Binta's true identity, but failed each time. If I cannot have the prince, no one will, Ojo said after her visit to the ocean. On the night of the festival, tension was high. Binta, dressed in a beautiful gown, was about to step out but discovered the doors were locked. She knew this was all done by Ojo, as she had strictly warned her the day before that day to go back to where she came from or get exposed. Tired of knocking on the door, she sat in her bed, and that was when the thought came in. The window. Binta escaped through the window and ran as fast as her leg could carry her to stand beside Kuda as he was about to make his choice. Just as Kuda was about to declare his choice, a dark cloud loomed over the kingdom. Amafura, angered by Binta's success, unleashed a monstrous sea creature to wreak havoc. In the chaos, Binta revealed her true form to save Kuda and his people. With great courage, she fought the beast, her love for Kuda giving her strength. As Binta defended Kuda and his people, Ojo secretly sneaked to her back and in an attempt to
mylife.com.
push her in one of the creature's mouths, fell into the mouth of another creature. In a final selfless act, Binta sacrificed herself to defeat the creature, collapsing into the ocean's depths. Kuda, realizing the depth of Binta's love and sacrifice, dived into the ocean after her. His genuine love and tears revived Binta, restoring her to her mermaid form. Binta's grandmother, looking her in the eye, said, "You are indeed a curious mermaid, and I give you my blessings. Go and explore the world." Moral lesson: The moral lesson of this story is this: Binta's bravery in exploring the forbidden zone and venturing to the surface of the ocean teaches us the importance of facing our fears and stepping out of our comfort zone to discover new possibilities. For the real test of our strength is outside our comfort zone. If you enjoy this story, do well to like, tell me your thoughts in the comments, and if you want to see more African stories like this, subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell notification so you will be one of the first people to get notified whenever we post our next story. The next time, bye!